Okay, for ladies, I think age is a very sensitive and a very confidential number to disclose. But for me, I would like to emphasize my age here because I want you all to know I'm 41 years old, but I'm only 1 year old Christian in God's family. Yeah. Last year like some of you here, I was invited to this Alpha intro dinner by my brother-in-law Patrick to this dinner. And after the dinner, he invited us whether to sign up for this Alpha course. At that time, I don't know what is this Alpha course about. So I told my husband, since we have this free dinner, I think we should entertain him by signing up. I got free dinner, right? So I said, anyway, we don't have anything to lose. The most we attend 1 or 2 sessions, then we quit because the course is free, so no harm signing, right? And so we sign up. And y'all guess what? I did not stop at the 2 sessions. And I thank God for the 3rd session because the topic is on why did Jesus die? And Nikki Gamble mentioned that God said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Whoever believes in my Son Jesus Christ shall not perish but will have everlasting life. So after this, I feel that this message really is a significant for me because last year, starting in January, every night, most of the night before I fall asleep while lying on my bed, I got this image of myself lying in a casket and being pushed into the crematorium. And this developed a phobia of death in me. But after hearing that assuring message, I'm no longer afraid of death, and the image also disappeared. And I really thank God for it. And I enjoy going for all the Alpha session and looking forward for all the Wednesday to come because I want to know what is God's message for me for the individual Wednesday. And I only missed one, which is the weekend away, which I did not attend. And thankfully, we have a makeup class for it in the church. And during this halfway of this session, Pastor Boon Chao invited those people who wants to accept Jesus Christ as their Savior and Lord, please raise their hand. And I raised mine, and my Alpha group members start praying for me. And at that moment, tears coming down from my eyes and like running water. I can't control it, and I really feel that God really touches me, and I accepted Christ. And after this session, Pastor Boon Chao walked towards me and shook my hand and say, Garen, welcome to the family of God. I can assure you that you will not regret for becoming a Christian. Yes, Pastor, you're right. It has been a year and I have no regret. Yeah, thank you. And after becoming a Christian, I feel that my life, there's a lot of blessings from God. Yeah, last time, before I'm a Christian, I'm a very hot-tempered person. I used to throw tantrums at my 2 kids. Yeah, but now I feel that I'm more cool towards them and more loving towards them also. Yeah, and also God blessed me on my career. I work in this company coming to 4 years. And after 2 years, I was being transferred to be I joined this company as a receptionist. After 2 years, I was being transferred to be an indoor sales coordinator. And for this transfer, I had an increment of $200, but I need to go for a probation of like 6 months. Yeah, and my MD told me that if they are happy with my performance, they will adjust my pay again. And after 8 months, that was like in August last year, there was no action from my HRO, and I actually hinted to my MD, about this confirmation, and he said that he will talk to the HRO, who is also his secretary, and about 3 days later, the secretary actually called me in and gave me the confirmation letter, telling me that they are happy with my performance, but they will not do any adjustment because they have already increased 200 for me, and they intend to increase for all the staff end of the year last year, and maybe by then they will adjust mine also together with the rest. So I went back. I feel like I'm not so happy about it. So I prayed to God, and I asked God for the bonus in me, like to email to my MD, you know, to share with him how is my feeling, because I really committed a lot of time in my job. I even go back weekend, you know, to do it, and after that, the next morning, my MD called me. Hello, Garen. Wow, you give me such a long email. Then I say, sorry, I just want to share with you my feelings. Then after that, he said, okay, he will consider, and then he will talk to his secretary again. And I was surprised when I opened my payslip in September, there was another 200 increment. So overall, last whole year, I had an increment of $400, which is a lot for me. And and also one more blessing from God is that concerns my son, because my son last year sat for his PSLE last year, and from P1 to P5 we couldn't afford any tuition for him, so his result is always like average or below average. So I know that last year PSLE is very crucial, so I got no choice but to actually start his tuition only in July. And during his exam, and 2 weeks during his PSLE, just before he stepped out of the house, I reminded him every morning that to pray to God before he start doing his paper. And the day before the result come out, I actually also pray very hard to pray to God, you see, for the result. And the next morning, my son called me in the office that he get 191, an aggregate of 191, which I feel very happy also. I know to many parents, 191 is a lousy score, but I mean for him, I feel proud for him, and I still thank God for it. And 191, he can choose to go to the express stream, and furthermore, he's being posted to the first choice of the secondary school. So all these, really, I feel the blessing from God. Yeah. That I know that these Alpha group members who are with me all this while, although our group is very small, but I really feel the encouragement and the care, from them, and they have been praying for me all this while. That actually make my last 5 months last year complete with happiness and satisfaction. Yeah, and I realized that without these Alpha group members and without God, I'm not who I am now. Yeah, and I really thank God for it. I would like to, maybe after hearing what I shared, you all might be doubtful whether what I said is true or not. So I'll encourage you all to sign up and come down and experience yourself, and you will see the difference in yourself. And do not hesitate to sign up, because like what Pastor Boon Chao assured me, for becoming a Christian, I also can assure you that by signing up and by attending this Alpha course, you will be transformed. You and your life will be transformed to be better and not to be worse. So please sign up. Thank you very much. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.